Now, as I've shown you since this show launched just a couple of weeks ago, the progressive left and their media enablers are absolutely intent on pushing the Everytown agenda while claiming that they're doing something a little less nefarious. Over and over, we see, even as they deny it, that there are these pocket movements all over the country, and they're working really hard to usurp the Second Amendment. Now, take the unfolding story in Massachusetts, where this judge has unilaterally decided that certain firearms aren't protected by the Second Amendment, and they may be banned. Just watch Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Healey's excitement.
This morning, a federal district court judge dismissed the gun lobby's challenge to the Massachusetts assault weapons ban and upheld my office's authority and effort to enforce this important law. This is a big victory for Massachusetts and a victory for everyone who has worked so hard to keep our communities and our schools safe from these weapons of war.
Now, forget due process, forget existing case law, forget federal guidelines, forget the Constitution. Massachusetts only needed one judge to completely disrupt the separation of powers and interpret the Constitution how he saw fit, despite any such ban directly defying the language of the amendment. And the Democrats, they love it. This is a tweet from Elizabeth Warren. It says, quote, "The NRA wants you to think any attempt to protect civilians from weapons of war that can slaughter dozens in minutes is somehow unconstitutional. Most Americans know that's ridiculous." Yesterday, a federal court in Massachusetts said so when it upheld our assault weapons ban. Weapons of war, she says. Most Americans, she says. That's an easy claim to make when, quote, military style, and there's too many air quotes, military style and weapons of war are as made up terms as assault weapon. Most Americans, doubtful. Most of these polls ask people if they like common sense gun laws. By the way, that's a totally, again, another subjective and completely made up identifier designed to give people as little information as possible, and then declaring their answer as proof that Mike Bloomberg's agenda is popular, right? Common sense. Oh, everyone loves common sense. They go in with a loaded question. Well, do you support common sense laws? Well, what other laws are there do you oppose just total criminal recklessness? That's how they set it up. They're going to go state by state trying to make this happen. I guess they finally discovered federalism. Only the left could use states' rights as an avenue to destroy states' rights. It would be poetic if it wasn't so dangerous.